I was left behind when I was at my lowest, but now that I've succeeded, they're trying to come back into my life. At 17, my family moved 2 states away, simply leaving a note. You'll figure it out. 12 years later, after I'd finally built a life without them, they reached out, hoping to reconnect. I walked into an empty house that day, a note on the kitchen counter, the cruelest words I'd ever read. You'll figure it out, it said. I searched for a reason, for what I might have done, convinced they were just tired of pretending to love me. The truth was they never had. At 13, my homemade birthday cake for my mom was dismissed as clumpy. At 15, I tutored my brother through his finals, enduring insults and slammed doors. At 16, I handed my entire paycheck to my dad for bills, only to be yelled at when I later mentioned it, after he'd called me useless. I was always useful, never loved. My parents and my brother, my only family, had packed up and left without a word. The landlord delivered the news a week later. They'd canceled the lease, and I had 7 days to vacate. I crashed with a friend for 3 nights before running out of options. Soon, I was sleeping in the storage unit I'd rented with my last few dollars. I snuck into the YMCA for showers, lived on peanut butter straight from the jar, and applied for jobs on public library computers, all while pretending everything was fine. Eventually, I landed a night shift as a diner server. The manager, gruff but fair, paid me cash until I could get an ID. She even let me nap in the break room once when exhaustion nearly took me down. I clawed my way forward, bought a prepaid phone, meticulously saved every receipt, devoured free YouTube tutorials on finance and goal setting. That first year I barely survived, but I made it. The turning point arrived when a diner regular offered me a temp job cleaning out office files. It paid 3 times my server wage. I seized the opportunity. That job opened doors, leading to another, then another. I learned fast, arrived early, and never stopped asking questions. By 22, I was freelancing full-time. By 25, I launched my own consulting business, starting with just me, a folding table, and a borrowed laptop. At 27, I managed 5 contractors, had my own office, and a client roster I once only dreamed of. And by 29, I was a bona fide millionaire. Not an influencer, not a social media facade, but genuinely wealthy with real savings, a retirement account, no debt, a paid-off apartment, and health insurance I could afford. The first time my bank app showed 7 figures, I broke down crying. Throughout those grueling years, my family never reached out, not once. I saw my brother pop up on a suggested friends list. He was married, still living in the state they'd vanished to. I stared at the screen, wondering if he ever told his wife about me, if he claimed I ran away, or if he simply said nothing. Sometimes, I still wonder if it would have been easier to hate them. But honestly, it was never hate. It was heartbreak. I'm in therapy now, determined to stay unbroken. I've compiled a list of people who saved me when they didn't have to. Coworkers, classmates, strangers who showed me what real support felt like. Last week, a podcast interview I did about family estrangement went viral, hitting 1 million views in 4 days. My inbox overflowed with messages of support, gratitude, and strangers telling me I'd given voice to their pain. Then one email caught my eye. Subject: You're still our daughter. It was from my mom. No apology, just a paragraph about hearing my side and suggesting